It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And up next, we'll see this team's leader at quarterback. He's gone over 4,000 yards passing now for the year. It's gonna be a good one next on Madden NFL 25.
It is time for football as we welcome you to another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The regular season ends here. Thanks for having us in. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson. Long road to get here, but now we are here. The season finale. Playoffs begin next Saturday, so it's time for one last regular season kickoff.
In Week 18, it can just be so tricky, can't it, Mike? I mean, on one side, you got teams that have the playoffs wrapped up. So Week 18, it's a chance potentially to rest some starters or maybe get them out of the game early and get geared up for next week and the start of the playoffs. You got some teams that are fighting for their lives. They need to win Week 18 or else their season's going to end. And then on the complete opposite side, you got guys making plans for the offseason, figuring out where they're going on vacation. Week 18 is a tricky thing around the league. A lot of division games, a lot of interesting matchups. And we're just wrapping up stage one of what is an unbelievable NFL season.
Stage is set. Ball is on the tee. And off we go on EA Sports. This will be returned from the 6. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. This crowd ready in anticipation. Their offense taking the field for the first time. Leading this offense, their veteran quarterback.
They find themselves coming off a win last week that came right down to the end, and the best teams in the NFL, Mike, they can win close games, and they can win different style games. You're not going to blow people out.
Oh, big hole left side. Inside the 20. And he is gone. 74 yards for the touchdown. Terrific way, Greg, to get this game started. Able to get the opening touchdown and do it with a long run.
Mike, anytime you can create explosive plays in the run game, you're definitely going to take it. And they're going to be able to build on those plays as the rest of this game moves along.
The PAT, up and good. And his guys are very quickly out to a 7-0 lead. 7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. So the visitors ready to go on offense here for the first time. Leading this offense, their veteran quarterback.
A lot of things jump off the tape when you watch last week, Mike, but it was really just the overall execution of the game plan that stuck out the most. I mean, not only to get them in the end zone a handful of times, he protected the ball, and he routinely exploited the weaknesses that they found during the week on film. He's going to be looking to do the same thing over these next 4 quarters. If he's successful, we're going to have a shot to leave here with another win.
Here's a toss, right side. And I don't think he got there with that one. Only needed a yard. Wrapped up at the line of scrimmage. And now we're looking at 3rd down. Try to pick this one up on the ground. And that'll keep the drive going. He's got the first down. Up past the 40-yard line.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the first down.
And a strong first down run, a pickup of 9, setting up 2nd and short. Lone back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And that should be enough. He works his way forward to pick up a first down. And that'll be a pickup of 3. 2nd and 7. Now this time they'll look to throw. He'll go left side here and complete this one. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
I think they're going to have to be more creative here on the back end with the types of coverages they show this quarterback. Change the look pre-snap to post-snap. Mix in zone, mix in man. They got to make it more challenging on the quarterback going forward.
Now they'll set up to throw. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. 3rd and long. The shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
This pass rush is continuing to make their presence felt here in the early going. And for this quarterback, he's lucky to at least get rid of that ball because they were on the verge of recording their 2nd sack, and we're still here in the 1st quarter.
This one angles out of bounds, and the mark comes inside the 15-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Out of the gun, here's a run up the gut. And this will gain a couple of yards up to the 22-yard line.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up 3rd down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats. And that's what makes it so hard for these defenses to defend those situations. One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's got the hook up there on the comeback route. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
This is a great example, Mike, of just how effective it is when you're efficient on early downs throwing the ball. I mean, when you can pick up 1st downs without getting to 3rd down, as the game unfolds, things just get easier and easier. Take what the defense is giving you. Don't force the ball downfield. But when you can stay ahead of the chains without having to get to 3rd and have it plays, that's when an offense is really firing.
He'll look to throw. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. And he can't get away. They rally to the football on defense and bring him down for no gain. They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
He'll go right and find his running back. He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short. And now it's 4th down. They'll try to run.
Little test of wills up front, huh, Mike? I mean, who wanted this one more? Who would get off the line quicker? Who would drive the other side backwards? Pretty impressive that not only are they the ones that won the battle, the defense knew it.
In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
Back to throw. This one complete right side. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
It's now 3rd and 4.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short yardage. Uh-oh. It's a gain of 13, and it's 1st and goal.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now, this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone.
And he'll take it on in. Has a touchdown. That his first touchdown this year. Greg, offensive coordinator's script at the start of the game. This script has read perfectly. What a great start for this offense.
It just seems like every play this offensive coordinator dials up is perfectly timed and then perfectly executed. They've been aggressive, they've been efficient right since the start of this one. And I'll tell you what, Mike, if they continue to build on this lead here early, it's going to be a long day for this defense.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The visitors' offense and the wideout getting set to go once more. And he has been a big play guy all season. Currently ranked among the best in the NFL in terms of receiving touchdowns. Right away, they'll set up to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. He'll drop to throw. Oh, they are on him in a flash, and he's lost the football. The defense has it. And he is going to bring this one back. It is a fumble recovery for a defensive touchdown. And you talk about the perfect first quarter. The offense has been doing their job. Now the defense joins the scoring party. Both sides of the ball contributing to the scoreboard.
Yeah, and this is what every coach dreams about, Mike. The opportunity to play complementary football. The offense comes out, they do their part. Now the defense is getting to the scoring mix. When both sides can complement one another and contribute and impact the game to this level, man, that is a recipe for success.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This is fielded inside the 5. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The visitors' offense ready to see what they can do. They are facing an uphill climb early. Begin this drive with 1st and 10. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. And this one's going to be a loss of yardage. He's marked out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14. Throwing now from the gun. Quick throw out wide. It's caught. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. They're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he'll be taken down, and that's going to do it. That's the last play of the first quarter. We are through one. 21-0 is our score. And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this. On comes the punter now, and he is hoping to improve on his first attempt. And he'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there. The home team's offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. He had the touchdown pass earlier, adding to his season total. You get a look at the NFL leaders in touchdown passes to this point this season. Quick throw, taken in, and they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Now a give up the middle, and he will lose yardage on the play. They knock him back to midfield.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
Downfield, got a man, and he's got it. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
Ball down to the 16-yard line, and it's 1st and 10. Quickly to the outside and complete.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
He's got it at the 3, to the goal line and in for the touchdown. This defense continuing to give up points. Greg, you've been on offenses like this. This has to feel great when you're on a roll like this.
And it's really twofold, Mike. First and foremost, just like you said, every offense in the league works all week. We want to start out fast. We want to establish some early rhythm and play our style of game. They've certainly done that. Now, on the flip side, what does it do to your opponent? It takes them completely out of their game plan, knowing this early in the game, they're chasing points.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. A safe kick taken at the 5. A good return as he takes it across the 30. The visitors' offense ready to take over as we check out the playoff race in the NFC. And this is where we stand. Final weekend of the regular season is upon us. And we'll know the brackets and the seedings for the postseason at the end of the night. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. And it's recovered by one of his teammates.
I feel like we see this so often, Mike, especially with how good these receivers are after the catch. They're so eager to pick up that extra yardage. Sometimes they don't completely put the ball away, and with how good these defenders are at knocking it loose, pretty fortunate on that one. His teammate was there to prevent that from being a turnover.
Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Something you do not want to see here in the final week of the season, as he will get himself checked out. Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. Work in the middle of the field, but that is incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot. They'll try to get this one on the ground. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. And that will be a first down.
In today's game, Mike, we're so used to seeing everyone go for quarterback sneak in this situation. 3rd and inches, just let your quarterback kind of barrel forward and get a fresh set of downs. But a nice change up here, giving the ball to your back. Not only does he pick up the first down, but he gets plenty of yards after that.
Back to the air once more on 2nd down. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
It's been a rough first half, but now as we approach halftime, Mike, you got to start getting some wins. And it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive plays, build a little confidence on that sideline. So as you go into halftime, you have something to build on.
In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
They'll look to throw yet again. And he can't get away. Down he goes, back to the 16.
That last sack is exactly why defensive coaches preach over and over. Just play the next down. Just continue to make them snap the ball again. You're one big defensive play from changing everything about this drive, and what once looked like a promising drive, following that sack, looks a little bit different now.
On 4th down, they'll send in the field goal unit. This about as short as you can get. His kick is good. And the visitors are on the board now here in this 2nd quarter.
Anytime you find yourself kicking in these elements, Mike, you just can't take anything for granted, especially when it comes to your plant foot. Your balance, your control, your footing. It's so important, and give credit. He does a great job here, able to put that one through.
And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The home team's offense and their running back set to go once more. And they've used him quite a bit in the passing game. Take a look at the NFL leaders in receiving yards for running backs, and he's right there among the best in the league. On play action, he'll set up to throw. He'll air it out down the middle. That one broken up. It is incomplete. They tried the shot on 1st down, couldn't connect. It'll bring up 2nd down. They'll throw out of the gun. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Now they'll set up to throw. To the right side here, pass is caught. And he'll be stopped short of a 1st down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down. Special teams out to the field, ready for this punt. Look it up through the raindrops. No issue there, though. Fair catch, called for, and taken successfully. The visitors' offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And as a play caller, when you've got a guy who's running like this, you lean on him and your offensive line. He's had big opening after big opening and big numbers in this first half. And he'll be brought down up past the 35-yard line.
We hear the term RPO so often, Mike, and it continues to kind of trickle its way into the NFL. But remember, it's a lot different in the NFL than it is in the college game where it's a lot more prevalent. The lineman cannot go downfield. So that quarterback has to make a lot of really fast snapshot decisions, or else it's going to lead to a penalty or him holding on to the ball too long. So it's something that teams want to implement, but maybe not quite to the level that we see in the college game.
Here's 2nd and 9. Quick throw here is complete. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down. Going to try to pick up the 1st down with his own read.
Sometimes, Mike, the best plan is also the simplest plan. And for this team, just snap the ball to your quarterback, let him find some daylight, and go get that 1st down himself.
Throwing now on 1st and 10. Now a ball deep, middle of the field.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it. Continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them.
And he's in for the score. Now, the extra point. His kick is good, and the visitors are able to cut into the deficit. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The home team's offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he has done everything you could ask of him coming into this one. He spread it around, hasn't taken many chances, and potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football. A throw left side there, not going to find the target. Incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out front.
And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
2 minutes to go here till halftime. Greg and I will be right back after this. So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Back to the air one more time. Throwing right, it's taken in. And it'll be a short pickup that's not enough for the 1st down. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. He'll look to throw. They'll look to set up the screen here. That is catch number 60 for the season. Now this offense going to use the 1st of their timeouts. And they'll stop it just over a minute remaining in this 1st half. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. And he's close to another 1st down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. Here's 2nd and 2. Out of the gun. He'll throw. And that's going to be incomplete, but a flag down in the backfield. That's the area we usually see holding. They'll look to throw. And that one just kept getting worse and worse until finally they bring him down. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Handoff here, up the middle. Now this defense will use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in half number 1. Here's their punter now. He's on for the 2nd time. He'll try to get something inside the 10. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. They do try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll work his way forward to about the 21. Halftime here on this final weekend of the NFL regular season. As we send you to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with the EA Sports.
This was an extremely one-sided first half. One team showed up, ready to go. The other's been in a daze thus far, but there's still plenty of time left for this one to tighten up significantly.
Coach, thank you, and the rain only intensifying as the teams are back out here for what figures to be a sloppy second half to come. Here comes a return from the 5. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. This offense and their running back heading back on the field. And really, he has not produced a whole lot of highlights as we thought about coming in that he could be a featured back in this one. Instead, no running lanes, no room to operate, stuck at the line of scrimmage, and generally taking this offense out of its flow. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down. Back to throw. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
The most important stat, Mike, to determine wins and losses in the NFL is clearly turnover differential, your ability to protect the ball, and on defense, take the ball away. And for any offense, that's even more critical when you have the ball on your side of the field.
But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. The home team's offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And we run you through the highlights here. It has been a very big performance from the quarterback position, instrumental in leading and executing, and now trying to finish strong and take his team to the finish line. They'll begin here on the ground. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Something you do not want to see here in the final week of the season, as he will get himself checked out. He'll drop to throw. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down. They send the tight end in motion. On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. They'll try to hit him with a screen. They had the right play call. The screen goes for 15 and a 1st down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And It wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
From the gun, here's a handoff, and he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. Throwing over the middle. This one is complete. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line.
You can see this connection is just starting really to pick up. They're seeing the game through the same set of eyes, and that is the job of the receiver. What is my quarterback expecting from me? Where does he want me? Be there on time, and it leads to big gains like this.
And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
Now, so far here today, putting points on the board certainly hasn't been a problem, and plays like that are why. Think about it, Mike. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you and not force something that's not there, and that mid-range pass results in a fresh set of downs.
They can still get a first down at the 1. 1st and 10, they go from the 11. And he'll get this inside the 10, but not much further than that.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Tight end going in motion here. Throwing now from the gun. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
That's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 2.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards.
And that big offensive line, clearing space. He's in. Touchdown. 2nd touchdown for him in the game. Number 14 on the year. Greg, nothing changed at halftime. They come right out to start this 3rd quarter and pick up where they left off.
Well, I think this defensive coordinator is going to think back to his halftime speech, Mike, because whatever adjustments he thought they made, it obviously didn't resonate. What we saw happen in the first half, they picked right back up here to start the 3rd quarter, and at this point, the offense has hit its stride, and they continue to pull away.
So that challenge, a successful one. Now, this looks like he fumbled the football. It's picked up by one of his teammates.
So as you start operating your red zone offense, of course it goes without saying, Mike, you're trying to score touchdowns. But the worst case scenario is that you bring your field goal unit and you at least try for 3. You have to protect the ball. Turnovers are the cardinal sin of red zone offense. In this case, they dodge a little bit of a bullet here. The ball comes loose. Fortunately for the ball carrier, his own team recovers it. They can keep their offense on the field and see if they can finish this drive.
Throwing here on 3rd and goal. And this is too far over the end line. It's incomplete.
They went for it all on that one and just a little bit off. Ball winds up hitting the ground. They've got to move forward. The opportunities are out there. Better execution, better location, and they got some big plays in their future. It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. This team's offense back onto the field for their next possession. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back and in some of these coverage units when you know that ball's got to come out fast. And right now, they're teeing off and taking advantage of it.
Looking to throw here on 2nd and 10. Comeback route, and he's got it. 17 yards on that connection. That's enough for a first down.
And a Melbourne first down.
Quickly to the outside and complete. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. They face 2nd down and 7. Quick throw, taken in. And the tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. 1st and 10.
And a Melbourne first down.
From the shotgun, it's a give up the middle. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe he gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
This one complete right side. That's catch 3 just on this drive. And it gets his team a first down.
And a Melbourne first down.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense immediately getting back on track. What do the coaches say? Just play the next play, and that's exactly what they did.
He'll get this out to the left flat. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
And he'll take it on in. Has a touchdown.
89. Touchdown, Melbourne.
We were talking during the break, Mike. We felt that this was kind of a do-or-die drive. They felt like they needed to come away with the touchdown here, and now they're showing a little life.
Yeah, a little bit of belief, don't you think? Everyone on that field knows they've been a part of a comeback before. It's a pretty big mountain, but a good way to get started here to begin this half. Extra point attempt to come here. He's got it. And the visitors are able to edge a bit closer.
Our home team 31. Visitors 17.
The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. So now this team's offense make their way out to take over once more. As we look back at some of the highlights in this one, you'll see a lot of them, Greg, coming from the passing game. They've done a nice job picking the defense apart.
Yeah, and I think that's the right way to say it. It hasn't necessarily been just a bunch of deep shots, a bunch of explosives. It's been more methodical. It's been precise. They've really been all over their execution, and this is about as close to a complete performance as you're going to see from any offense throughout the course of this season.
Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Something you do not want to see here in the final week of the season, as he will get himself checked out. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can drop all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop. Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup, allowed his receiver to work downfield, perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
Fires quickly. It is complete on the slant. And he's going to be taken down. They've got it at the 8, first down and goal. Here's a run. Some room to run as he takes it down to the 2-yard line. Now here's second and goal.
Brings up second and goal.
So we'll take it to the other end as we are through 3. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. They'll try it again from the 2. Second and goal. Here's a designed run. This defense back up but stepping up. No gain on the play. It stays at the 3. Third and goal. They're going to motion the tight end over here. On third down, they'll throw from the gun. He puts it up, and it's caught for the touchdown. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
Extra point attempt still to come. The kick is good. And his guys will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Now, here comes a return from the 9. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. He'll get this one to his safety valve, complete. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll work now on second and 4. Now they'll set up to throw. Quick throw here is complete. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
And on Melbourne, first down.
That's out to the flat, and it's complete. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Second down and 8. They'll look to throw again. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. His 8th reception of the game, and good for a first down. A handoff as they try to run it here. He'll get this down to the 44, but that's about it. They'll come up on a second down and 8. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. intercepted. And his defense will take over here following the interception.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
This offense ready for their next possession, led by their running back. Right about now, they might be thinking, are we sure we want an off week next week? They're going to head into the bye with momentum as they try to polish this one off. This drive will start on the ground. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
Now, faking the give. Look wide. Get this one complete. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up third down. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. They need 8 as they come up for third down. Checking it down, this one is caught. Nice job there defensively to keep him in front of the marker. It's going to bring up fourth down.
A gain of 6 yards.
We see teams more and more throw the ball short of the sticks on third down, really for 2 reasons. 1, they're confident that they can pick up the first down with yards after the catch. 2, teams' willingness to go for it on fourth down is at an all-time high.
And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
A couple of big plays to start this drive. How about 17 on this one?
This hasn't been his best game by any means, but what I really like, Mike, is regardless of the score, regardless of the time of the game, he is out there battling. He's doing everything in his power to chip away and see if he can get his team back in this game here in the 4th quarter. They've got to find a way to capitalize in this drive. Continue to cut into that deficit. Every possession is critical. Take advantage when you have the ball.
They'll look to throw yet again. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Back to the air one more time. Throwing left side there, but it is incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate. I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a 4th down decision to make. You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
Here's 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's 2nd and 6. They'll stick with him again. And he'll weave his way down close to that first down. Going to come up just a little shy. It's going to be third down and short.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll look to throw. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on third down. They'll turn and hand this one off. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down.
At the 47-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Give on the ground. He'll turn this into a gain of about 4. It's going to lead to third down.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 5.
And he's going to be taken down here. Looks like a pretty good spot, though. Yes, he's got it. That's a first down.
In real time from up here, Mike, I couldn't tell whether or not he got it at first glance, but I think after seeing the replays we have up here, it looked like he and his blockers got just enough, and they're going to be able to keep the drive alive.
They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. They'll go with a counter on first down, and he'll get forward for a couple. It's second down.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line.
So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. So second down, and they'll run it. He's going to be taken down at about the 30.
And this running game has really been rolling, Mike, all game long. The holes, the run lanes, they've been there consistently. Here's another nice run as they look to put this game away.
And that's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd.
Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Lone back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it.
It's a gain of a yard.
Looking to convert for the 3rd time on this drive. They'll need another here. It's 3rd and 2. So the fans gonna head home happy. It's a win for the hometown squad. They finished the season on a high note. So now they'll have the week off as the #1 seed. Get back to it in 2 weeks for the divisional round of the playoffs. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long, everyone.